Shalom. Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, GMS groups and ones like teaching 100% truth. Shalom, Baruch to them for this knowledge and this edification, so we can learn. Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. That was a Bloomberg's quick take relating to protest in Peru, relating to President ousted by impeachment vote. This is 2nd Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest the parts of the signs pass, which I told thee before. So we're in the times relating to prophecy. We have to measure and be vigilant what kind of times we're in, man. Number 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he has made. And that's what he's doing. He's visiting what he has made, man. Relating to bringing different things. Pestilence, plagues, signs, a spirit of division among the peoples. Kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. These are parts of the signs, man. You know, measure thou time diligently in itself, man. Ephesians 5:15 and 16. Be circumspect, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times because they're evil, man. They're evil. And we have to be circumspect. We have to be aware and be cognizant of what's going on around us, man. Because we live in a very crucial, critical, and most of all, complex, evil times, man. Number 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, protests, insurrections, violent uprising against peoples in various countries, protesting over different variety of things, from social, economical, and various other things, and here in this country and other countries abroad. I'm going to go to 2nd Esdras 15:14. Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein. It's a warning for destruction upon the inhabitants of the world, man. Revelations 12:12. Woe to the inhabitants of the world and the sea, for the devil's going to come in great wrath, knowing he has a short time. And that's what's happening, man. So he's going to come in great wrath. He's like that roaring lion, man. 1 Peter 5:8, man. Be sober, be vigilant. The devil's like that roaring lion, waiting to whom he may devour. It's number 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's what's happened. Insurrection. Insurrection of people, violent uprising of people, relating to civil unrest. Philadelphia, New York, for example, cities here, various other cities, Portland, Oregon, Washington State, other countries protesting. Just like I said, civil, economical, social issues, man, and various other issues. And related to sedition, insurrection, violent uprising of the people, man. Let's go to that one. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's what's happening, that violent uprising of people, man. And they're not regarding kings and princes, man. Neither do they care to. So they're going full throttle, taking the power in their hands, and pretty much going through their marching orders against protesting and violent uprising. But they're not regarding the kings and princes, or authorities of that matter. 17. A man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able to. That's martial law. And that's going to be a full implementation of martial law. That's to come. We have precursors relating to earlier this year, relating to lockdown, pre-lockdown, and other countries are on the second phase of lockdown. Australia, France, Germany, UK, various other countries, man, in those cities, man. And the second one is getting ready to happen here in America because the increased cases of the coronavirus are increasing daily. So that second lockdown is pretty much just around the corner, especially for here, man, in America. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. This relates to what's going to happen. Utter chaos. Utter chaos is going to happen, man. Houses are going to be destroyed, men shall be afraid because of the things that's going to be happening, man. Number 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread and great tribulation. There's going to be famine. You know what I mean? So people are going to be in desperate and dire straits, man. There's also talking about a trucker strike relating to, I believe, November 11. Also, articles relating to November 26 to 29. The truckers are the heart relating to getting supplies to and from, especially the stores, for our daily supplies. So that's the heart. You know what I mean? Once truckers strike and different other things, that could be a very, very major problem. And I believe when the video is talking about the truckers are lined up and go to Washington, D.C. and line up. You know what I mean? Pretty much to make a point, man. So we live in very critical times, man. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. They're not going to have pity upon your neighbors, you know what I mean? Or, you know, he had a lot of looting, breaking in public and private entities, such as Philadelphia, such as other major cities, New York, other major cities, and pretty much in Philadelphia and other major cities that relating to the looting and rioting. You know what I mean? Walmarts were broken into, so these stores, you know, people are not regarded, and this is this excuse for them to do wickedness, man. You know, using this as an excuse to do certain things, man. But that spirit of division is among the nations of people, man, the multitude of nations of people. So we'll read 19 again. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, guns, and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread. So breaking and entering, you know, they're going to take and break into their neighbors or any private or public entities, especially when there's going to be a lack of food, man. And there's precursors of famine relating to globally that they don't talk about. So we still in the precursors of that. So a lot of things is happening. The Lord is beginning to visit what He has made, man. A lot of people are not taking heed to and paying attention to certain things, you know what I mean? Because the majority of the people are somewhat spiritually blinded and pretty much act oblivious to these things, man. That's really going on right in front of their face, man. That being said, this was just a quick video relating to the protests in Peru, for example. That being said, the water for listening, whoever listens, give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahshua, Bashem Rakadash, Shalom.